Namaste, good morning to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into the ICMC podcast, refreshed by Sprite and food partner Bhoj Deals. I am Rishabh Mittal, and our guest for today is Mr. Bikrant Shah.
Hi.
Pleasure to have you, sir.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Mr. Shrestha is the guitarist of the band UNDERSIDE. Now, UNDERSIDE is a very branded name when it comes to ICMC, but we'll get back that to later. Very glad to have you here today.
Thank you
And
so much.
so let beginning like it's been 10 वर्ष भइसक्यो हैन त like UNDERSIDE been into this thing like it was started in 2010, it's 2020 right now,
Right.
हैन. So it's been a decade, हैन. How does it feel on your 10th year? Let's start with that.
It feels very difficult. It feels like a lot of work. एकदमै धेरै काम बढे जस्तो हुन्छ नि as a band, and this 2010 मा start गर्दा we were still like very young band, अनि त्यो excitement अझै पनि छ, तर त्यति बेलाको excitement र अहिलेको is a different story because we have a big following, and then we have to make everybody happy in a sense that like because there's a lot of expectations from the band. So yeah, it's amazing. It's 10 वर्षसम्म like
सुरुमा अलि केटाहरु भएर जोश हुने अब चाहिँ अलि
it's like you go through all those
up and downs.
ups and downs, and we're still here, so we're coming out with a new album, so we're working very hard. Yeah, it feels good. It feels really great.
Okay. So also अब तपाईहरु not only Nepal but you people have been going outside and international tours हरुमा. So how does it like feel also तपाईहरुको अहिले you guys are performing in Indonesia at the Hammer Sonic Fest, right?
Yeah.
So like how does it feel to be appreciated even overseas?
I mean, it feels amazing, to be very honest. तर कस्तो हामीलाई कस्तो हुन्छ नि, we feel more responsible, and then to play in front of our local crowd हुन्छ नि. त्यति बेला बाहिर त अब like you're already gone, you have to do it anyway. यहाँ त like you have new crowd, भर्खर आउनेहरु आइरहेछ, they have like very fresh listening point of view, so we have to really manage हाम्रो crowd followings 30-35 वर्षदेखिको लिएर 15 वर्षसम्मको छ के. So you see like
yeah.
But we feel really proud to be a part of this international scene and like bring our scene to that side of the world.
But is that it's like something you're carrying it from Nepal,
yeah,
it's like
we're really proud of it, and I think we're trying our best to do the best to represent Nepal and the Nepali scene, and trying to support whatever we can to all the other bands. And
so would you like to share some moment, any funny incident or anything that from your tour or something?
oh my god, त्यति धेरै छ. Last, let's say 2 years has been like very difficult in terms of touring. I think it's a regular, मैले त्यो एउटा भनेर चाहिँ I can't recall, but last 2 years has been very, very difficult because we've been doing like long, like 3 weeks intense tour every day, driving for like 15,000 kilometers. आफैले चलाएर like थाकेर, and then राति बजाएर फेरि after party उठेर like so it's been very hard, but interesting, and
what I think is like we as a layman, like as an audience, we pretty much seem like like the musician भएको जिन्दगी कस्तो रमाइलो होला हैन, गिटार बजाउने केटीहरु आउने something like that हैन. तर what we people think is that हैन, but I'm sure the reality is something else.
like मैले यस्तो कुराहरु आउने बित्तिकै मैले के भन्छ, मसँग हेर नि त एक दिन
अनि थाहा हुन्छ.
come for like couple of days, and then you figure out how difficult it is. Well, it's like kind of a joke, but that's how like अब कस्तो हुन्छ नि, you fly jet lag छ, त्यसपछि अनि you have to prepare everything. You have like probably 200 kilos of your like equipments. गाडीमा राख गाडी चलाऊ भेन्यूमा पुग सबै आफै there's no one like नेपालमा जस्तो
दाइले हेल्प गरिदियो भने यहाँ त त्यस्तो त्यहाँ त
you have to do your thing like तिम्रो आफ्नो काम आफै गर टाइपको so अनि त्यसपछि सो सकायो फेरि सामान राख्यो and then like drive and sleep and like I don't know, you know,
partying is important as well फेरि
it is difficult.
It is. And so moving on हैन like undersideको कुरा हामीले बुझ्यो हैन we understood about his true life as well हैन it's pretty amazing उहाँले भन्ने अनुसार चाहिँ it's a little bit difficult as well उहाँले फेस गरे अनुसार हैन so moving on let's talk about the Silence Festival.
Yes.
And so the members of the Underside basically started the Silence Festival about 8 or 9 years ago and now it is the biggest metal festival in Nepal. How does it feel like having bands such as 12 Foot Ninja and Testament headlining at the fest?
We feel proud actually. We feel proud to be a part of the festival and like to be able to do this festival every year regardless of how difficult it is. That
I can literally I can feel you किनभने तपाईको it's like a biggest music festival हैन हामी we are doing ICMC and we are already like
it's more like our baby, you know. This has been us त्यो भएन भने के गर्नु त भन्ने हुन्छ के अहिले आएर हुन्छ नि हामी ब्यान्ड त छ तर अब साइलेन्स फेस्टिभलै भएन भने त like
it's like something is missing out.
Even छैन like you know you don't have the international communication पनि ब्यान्डहरुसँग पनि हुँदैन अनि what is there to do, you know, for every year and regardless of how difficult it is every year like a venue भने पाउँदैन sponsor of it. I'm sure you
sponsor yeah definitely
so but yeah we're gonna do it every year. गाह्रै भए पनि like we have already started working for 2020.
The legacy has to be followed हैन
yeah अब अहिले चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ नि त्यो कसरी नगर्ने भन्ने जस्तो हुन्छ के अहिले चाहिँ कसरी गर्ने भन्दा नि कसरी नगर्ने you know
like नगर्नेको like reason being
अनि नगर्ने कहिले you're fed up and like you know going through every shit every year like
frustration
भन्यो त्यो भन्यो पैसा भन्यो like and you pretty much lose like हामीले कहिले पनि कमाएकै छैन के so अनि and then you're done and त्यसपछि like you already have to think about next year and कहिले कस्तो हुन्छ नि नगर मैले बारे भन्छ you know like and then just thinking about going through because and त्यसपछि कस्तो हुन्छ टेस्टामेन्ट आयो टेस्टामेन्टबाट फेरि अब त्यो भन्दा सानो ब्यान्ड ल्याउनु भएन so you see the rest like challenges are very high के
audience ले they get अर्कै खाले perception नि त अब टेस्टामेन्ट आइसक्यो in case if you switch to other like they'll be like अलिक क्वालिटी गर्दा जस्तो तर
हैन कोही हामीले त्यो क्वालिटी गर्नु exactly says like every year responsibility बढ्दै जान्छ है because like the cost is high त्यो ब्यान्ड पनि अलिकति त्यो भन्दा अलिकति राम्रो ल्याउनु पर्यो सबै as a whole lineup and then all those accommodation like you know flight यहाँ like like it is
so like how did Silence Fest it start चाहिँ कसरी भयो like how did it click you guys
Silence Fest start कसरी भयो भन्दाखेरि I was living abroad for like many years 12 years 13 years and I used to do back and forth all the time maybe like 2-3 times a year मेरो पहिले पनि like back in 94 तिर पनि I had a band and then like I left I was still playing I had a band in Switzerland and then like you know there are so many festivals there and Nepal केही पनि छैन and I decided to come back and you know focus on
तर that time ma like you talking about 94 right 94 you really had a vision ki ho Nepal
not in 94 I started with my first band in 94
okay
I mean my idea of you know starting this festival came around like 2007 2006 and then I had built up the idea going to all the festivals trying to see early कसरी गर्छ के गर्छ what you need नेपाल आएर त्यो सबै छ कि छैन and then I think I came back in 2008 and सबै set up garda, and then we were like, okay, let's try, you know.
So it began in 2007, and the first that happened was on 2010.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The idea came. You know, like.
So it took you around 3 to 4 years to plan out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, what do you see? Where is it heading? Tapeko like the Silence Fest, like future ma, like where do you think it can? Which heights can it take?
I don't know. To be very honest, I work like every year basis. So I don't think about like next 5 years or anything like that. I work for like, okay, you was a suck year 2019. I only think about 2020 and make it like as big and as wonderful as possible. To suck in, and then I'll think about 2020, because like if I think about like, you know, to projection गर्ने option is like, you know, I could have, I can, we can. तर पनि सबै अरु ब्रान्चेसहरुले सपोर्ट गरेको भए स्पोन्सर ल तपाईलाई 5 years contract गर्छु, this much भनेको भयो.
Even you get a vision
like,
to
know,
right to
I can plan out, and last month there is you know, you have to go through all this, you know.
So also Silence Fest, it has an article published on the Guardian, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
Amazing, like, man. Seriously, like we've been talking like even for Silence Festival Club, we have already started talking to you know, booking agents and everything. Like email like Silence Festival, we know this band, blah blah. We feel proud. Like everybody knows. Europe, I think
a lot of people follow that magazine, right?
Yeah, one that a lot of people knows about Silence Festival. So feels proud, you know. Like,
you already have a very good recognition already in Nepal, हैन? तर Guardian मा publish भएपछि I'm sure internationally पनि it has benefited you.
Yeah, they sold like 80,000 copies, man.
80,000. Yeah. That's pretty amazing, right?
So it's a big thing for us.
So moving on, Hazurko, like we went through Underside. We had to talk about the article that was published. We knew how the Silence Festival started, right? So moving on, the reason why we are here is ICMC, Inter-College Music Competition, right? So like Underside has consecutively been performing in ICMC for like 5 years, right? So it's not that he's been seen for the first time, but there are a lot of fans who just come for Underside ICMC ma, हैन? So anything like what do you have to say regarding ICMC?
I'm sad.
Sad, okay.
We almost like to be very honest. We said yes, we're gonna play. Well, banner and it's just about us killing like, okay, you know, we've been playing. It's like our thing. They feel so, you know, we've been part of this ICMC. Also, our banner, it's been like, I think 10 years basically already was on the equals, you know. So it's like a house, you know. It feels like really, really, really great. We almost and we had to say like, oh, we're so sorry. But I'm gonna come. I don't know about other boys, but I'm definitely gonna come.
Now we hope to see him there, na? And also you people there. I hope that you guys even meet him out there in audience, na? He's no less than a celebrity out there, na? So like you have been playing in ICMC पहिला, so some little bit about the bands, उहाँलाई अलि help होस्. How was the experience हजुरले ICMC मा बजाउँदा?
साँच्चै भन्दाखेरि we always had a great time. You know, you guys always try to do the best in terms of the sound, in terms of the stage. I think we feel like it's almost like a competition, like Silence Festival to stage, ICMC to stage. You know, like it's so massive.
No, I don't think so. ICMC can reach out to the.
You know, we feel so comfortable. Like you're not cramped or like, oh, you bhayena, tyo bhayena, hudaina, like, you know. So you should try and be a part of it, not try.
And also, I think ICMC is a good platform that is providing bands to showcase their talent.
Yeah, or kids, or like this. There's none doing, you know,
exactly.
proper like band competition. and then you have guests, and giving them a platform.
So I'm sure like हजुरले पनि अन्डरसाइड स्टार्ट गर्न अगाडि यु वुड ह्याभ थट कि यसै हामीलाई पनि आइसिएमसी भइदिएको भए इट वुड ह्याभ बिन इजियर फर अस टु बिन इन रिच आउट द अडियन्स होइन
Definitely. I think like our audience, we got. I mean, ICMC plays a vital role, like to build up our followings, okay? Because सबै अब कतिले त कलेजहरू सबैले मेडल्स हुन्छ भन्ने त छैन नि त.
राइट
So the good thing about live is like मैले नसुने पनि when you see any good band live, it makes a lot of
creates an impression.
And then like I think ICMC gave us a lot of following. Definitely. Like all those new young generation.
Definitely अब किनभने audience पनि they keep getting new audience
Yeah.
होइन so when you perform like the fan following definitely
So you guys play a vital role to build up our career.
So,
and see.
yes, we had our prelims होइन अब we are looking forward to our ICMC finals that is on Saturday 22nd of February
Yeah.
and I hope to see you. We have an invite for the entire band Underside होइन
Thank you so much.
so this is for you Dai
Thank
होइन
you.
अनि to move on guys so we talk about Bikrant Daiko life, we talk about his band, we talk how he has been performing internationally and also the Silence Fest that he has been doing for 10 years now. So it's a big event, right? So I hope to see you guys at ICMC as well and also Daiko pani fan following बढोस् हैन so so also guys visit Silence Fest pani I would say you guys to visit out there right? So that's it folks for the podcast today. I hope you all enjoyed it and I would like to thank everyone again for tuning in. Thank you Mr. Bikrant
Thank you,
for
Thanks a lot.
sparing some time out of your busy life for our podcast today and we thoroughly enjoyed talking to you and about your tour life and the Silence Fest. We have a small gift hamper for you from Human Fit. That is one small wallet.
I did not realize.
So that's from Human Fit for you,
Thanks,
right?
man. Thank you so much.
That's it,
Looks great.
guys.